Good morning, Stitchy friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Trisha, and this is a channel all about cross stitch, and occasionally there is some quilting, which there will be this year a little bit. I have 2 quilts to make, so yeah. Today is May the 9th. It's a beautiful day here in Ontario. The sun is shining for a change. We've had a lot of rain. I'm not waiting for the temperatures to go up because I don't like the heat. But anyway, the snow is gone and that's the main thing. Well, what can I say? It's been 4 weeks, I believe, since I was last here. The last time I was here was beginning of April the 3rd. I was kind of surprised. So yeah, over 4 weeks. And I've been trying to keep it to every 2 weeks, which we will get back to. So what can I say? So what I'm going to do is give you an update of my total April numbers. And then move on to the whips that I've been working on for the last month. In April, I missed a total of 3 days. I did manage to get 13,063 stitches done, which is quite surprising to me. With missing days and just, getting ready for family to arrive, and they all arrived on different days and stayed for different times, and so you're constantly changing beds and doing laundry. It was a lot this year, actually. So anyway, but we all had good fun, and the kids, the little ones, really enjoyed it. So let's get into the stitching. And I don't know what to say really. I will update you as to my numbers thus far as I come to them, as I come to the project. How much stitching I actually got done. So the first one I'm going to show you is Reaching Skywards by Modern Folk Embroidery. And when you see my piece, the tree that I did, actually I don't, we'll have to figure out what tree I did in the middle because I'm not sure. So let me show you first of all where I was working. I managed to get in 1,008 stitches on this over a 2-day period. And then I'll show you the whole piece. Oh, okay, I can see the tree that I was working on. When you don't look at your own project very closely, you forget which parts you were doing. So this is what I did. I brought this all the way down, and then I brought this down, and then I stitched, I think from here down, or from here down. Yeah. So this actual month is July, so I'm now into doing August. It would be really nice to get this finished, but as we move further down, there's a lot of dense stitching in it. So let me show you. I'll show you the whole piece. First of all, it's quite large. So that's what I have done right now. I have done the tree in the middle. That was a lot of dense stitching. this has been stitched on a 28 count Lugana, and it was coffee and tea dyed by me. And if we look at the original chart, this is the tree in the middle. So Jacob is very clever. So we have a lot of options in this project to change things up however we feel. The tree that I actually did is this one. This one here. So I'm going to be stitching next month. I will be stitching in this bit here and continuing to bring the columns down. Yeah, it's still got a way to go. So I need to bring these columns down and do this bit, because that's where I'm at. There's a lot of dense stitching all in here, and I'm going to change this and this here, probably to reflect my tree basically more closely, but the rest of it is as this picture is. So yeah, so like I said, I'm stitching it on 28 count Lugana. The gold is 3045 and the navy is 823. This is the called for, and that was my choice. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with this. But it is a lot of stitching, but it'll be worth it in the end, for sure. Okay, so that's number one, and I don't know where I'm going to put these. Oh goodness, don't have a lot of room on my desk here. Okay, let's fold that in half. Okay, the next project that I worked on this last week. So when we go to look after the grandkids, it's a good 3.5, 4 hours away from here, and to me, it's kind of like going home, because it's where I lived originally when I moved to Canada. And so therefore, when I go back there, my dentist is still there. So I go to the dentist, I got my hair done, and then I met with some friends that I don't see very often. So yeah, it was a busy week. The grandkids are great. It's Carter and Brooklyn. Carter will be 14 next month, and Brooklyn is 11. Great kids, really nice kids. So this is what I worked on. It's called Bee Hoop by Doreen Jones, and I'm stitching this on a Lugana. I didn't realise it was such a big piece. I do have the tag still on it somewhere. Yeah. This is half a yard actually. And it's ice blue. Don't know who the dyer is or anything. So let me show you where I'm at. Such a big piece of fabric when I pulled it out, because I hadn't stitched on this since maybe last year or the year before. Too many whips, that's all I can say. But however, I love having all those whips. So this is what I have thus far. And I think I've got either an extra row in or one, or not enough, one or the other. I can't remember. I've been to bed since then, so I can't remember what that actually is. But there we are. I'm using all the called for threads. It's a very cute chart. Very cute. Yeah. So that is Bee Hoop by Doreen Jones. Let's put all that away. I did stitch on a few different things last month, and I'm going to do the same this month. Even though I do have projects from 2022 that I am really focusing on. Okay, the next one is September's Revenge by the Maximum Cross Stitch, and this was an Evertote release, and I am stitching this on, let me see, 28 count Panettone or Panettone. Not a huge fan of the fabric, which is why I haven't stitched on this. Last time I stitched on this was 2023. I was actually in Israel, and I just got home the week before that terrible incident that went on. Okay. And this is what I have. Isn't that looking gorgeous? I'm stitching it with the Roxy Flossco flosses. And I don't know, how many stitches did I do? Oh, jeepers, didn't even write it down. Or I did, and it's in April's. But yeah, look at that. I think I did the door and brought this over. I didn't do a huge amount, but I'm loving how it's looking, especially on camera. And I'll show you, this is I have an Evertote bag, and this is a Notions bag. And these are the colours. Bit messy, but hey, yeah. So it'd be nice to get that done. It's not a huge chart, but I'm planning on doing Sampler September, which is when I started this, I did, it was in September of 2023, and I've barely worked on it since. So it was good to get that out, and I might do more this month, not sure yet. Okay, the next one I have for you is the White Rabbit. It was a new start last month. Here he is. It makes me nervous because there's so much backstitch in this. But you know, I find this is quite an analogy for me, the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. You know, when you talk about when going down a rabbit hole, I feel as if that exactly describes me as far as cross stitch concerns, because yes, I am definitely down the rabbit hole with all things cross stitch. And I have to say, I always come to things late to the party. Like I restarted stitching again with earnest in 2022, mid-year in June of 2022. And so when I jump in very fully. and I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, everything I have, I just adore. Last Christmas, I bought the Omnic stand and the frames, not realizing that they were stopping trading. And so I need more horizontal bars. So if anybody has any that they don't want anymore and would like to sell them, I'm your person here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to find a wood turner and see if they can make me some. So we'll see. Anyway, back to White Rabbit. I'm stitching this on a 32 count Be Stitch Me fabric. I think it's Luna, and this is all I have thus far. Not too many stitches. Probably should put some more stitches in this month. Yeah, but I love the fabric. You can't really, it's green and it's washing it out a little bit. But yeah, so I need to do some more of that using all the called for colours, DMC colours. The next one I did work on since I saw you last is Pandemic. Here it is. Everybody's seen Pandemic pretty much. A long dog sampler. This is stitched on a 28 count Lugana. I just think it's antique white. I'm stitching it with a 12 weight sulky. This one, I like the variation in it. It even has a bit of green here and there. And the number, it's a blendable. Never too sure which is the number. 4055. Yes, the colour is 4055. Ooh. Okay. All right. Now, I have to remember where I was stitching. Oh, I just love this. It's a big piece of fabric, so bear with me. I'll figure out where I was, and then I'll show you how far I am. Okay. I can see. I got quite a few stitches in this one. Wow, it is a big piece of fabric. All right. Currently working on page 4. So I'm kind of stitching down here and along. You can see I ran out of thread there. So, yeah. So my goal was to do, to finish the top row, which is 5 pages. And I think, I honestly think I will manage that. Let me show you all of it thus far. Okay, this is where I'm at. Isn't that lovely? It's so exciting to stitch on this. And I'm dying to start another one. I would like to do New Normal, because our new normal is changing. It feels like week by week. Just the chaos and the anxiety, actually, that comes from our neighbours down south. So yeah, it's kind of challenging at the moment because everybody feels it. Everybody is concerned and wondering if we're going to be invaded, or certainly hope not. Anyway, the upside is we don't live in the US, and I feel for you guys down there. I really do. Anyway, so yes, I would like to stitch the new normal, and I'd also like to do Anzac because we went to Australia last year, and I think that would be a nice piece to commemorate that trip. But you can't stitch everything as much as you want to. So I'll buy the charts and then we'll see, right? I also stitched on the Fox and Rabbit 2022 mystery. It's called Changing Seasons. Okay, so I am just doing the square in the center, and it, you know, doesn't look very big, does it? But it is, it's massive. I was thinking, because I am enjoying stitching on this again, and I was thinking I will do the outer border as well, but I'm like, no, I want to get it off my plate. So let me show you. This is another one I started in 2022. I'm certainly learning as I go. Now I have to figure out where I am on this one. Also stitched on a 28 count Lugana. I didn't bring the threads. I know it's 823. I do like 823. And I have my needles loaded. I'm just trying to figure out where I am here. Okay. My needle minder tells me. So, last month I finished off this bit here, and then I came along. I went quite a way. Where am I? Yeah. Okay, yes. So I finished off this bit here, and then I brought the border down and I came down. So this piece here is autumn, and then I have winter, and then I need to put in the words, which I am going to change the font. Let me show you the whole piece. You'll see I've done quite a bit. So that's where I am, but I'm not doing this bit in here because I think the middle section is more than enough. And, you know, let me fold this up. I am not a huge fan of this, so I'm thinking I'm going to take it out and just leave it like that. You see how pretty that is with the two hearts? I don't, yeah, not into that. So that's my plan. Just do the middle square and take out that back stitch and change the font. But I do like the piece. I'd really fallen out with it. Yeah. But once you get back to stitching on things, you really enjoy them, I find. That's just me. So that is Changing Seasons by Fox and Rabbit. And I only have 2 more whips. Yay. Okay, the next one, oh, let me just get my iPad. You always forget something. You think you're organized and, yep, no. Okay, so this next piece is, is The Extraordinary Bird Cell by Lola Crow. And at the moment, I'm stitching the frame. And I'm up here. So, so this is being stitched on Forbidden Fiber. Forbidden Fiber Frozen. And this is what I have thus far. It's a 32 count, and I'm using all the called for flosses. It's all DMC. So yeah, I'm getting there. The next part comes out on the 16th. And this is actually my hockey playoff piece. So whenever there's a hockey game, like the Maple Leafs, basically, I come in here and stitch. So I'm out of the way. I bring them bad luck. So it's better that I stay out of the way. So that's that piece. And the last piece, well, no, it's second to last because my major project, I haven't shown you yet where I'm at. So this is 12 Days of Christmas. It's really coming along. I'm on 8 Maids of Milking. I'm kind of behind on this to get it finished this year. So what I decided to do, and this is a Buffy Threads kit. So what I decided to do, I decided to join Laura from I Stitch Birds. I'm doing I'll call it the Tour d'Italia. So it's a bike race. So every day I put in, for each mile that they cycle, I put in that number of stitches. I'd already put in 1,600 stitches on this because I've been working on it for the last 2 days, and now I will continue with it with the bike race and see where that gets me. So I should finish block 8 for sure. It's over 3,000 stitches. I think it's 3,400 stitches in total. So I should finish block 8 and start block 9. In this, you can see this block here isn't finished. I made a mistake in that block and I don't know where the mistake is. It's 4 calling birds. Yeah, so I might start to look at that and see which ones are correct and which ones aren't, so I can finish that block. That would be great. But I'm trying to do a complete block within 2 months. So I have almost 7 completed. I had the boo-boo on day 4. If I push, I could get it done maybe. There's 2 more bike races after this one, so I'm going to see how this goes, and I might continue it for the next one, the Tour de France. But I might use a different project. The Changing Seasons one I might use for that. I think it's a longer race, I'm not sure, or more stitches per day. I'll have to ask Laura. yeah, and then in the final race for Spain, I will use the 12 days of Christmas, but we shall see. Okay, so that's that one. And I'm going to move my pile. What? I'm going to move my pile back over here. So the last one I have to show you is the Better to See You With. So, this is where I'm at. I didn't get the block finished, which I was really hoping to. Yeah. This is the wolf's ear, and this is in the middle of the ear, this tree. This is quite hard to hold. I was on the struggle bus with my Omnic frame yesterday, so I had the bright idea of sewing a piece of fabric all the way down the side of Better to See You With and put it on my bigger, I have even bigger rods. And I thought, you know, then I can keep it permanently on the bigger rods, excuse me. And then I can use these rods interchangeably for other projects. It didn't work. I stitched the fabric on, and then I was trying to roll up the scroll frame, the horizontal rod, and I just couldn't get it level, and it was driving me mad. I was doing this for a few hours. So then in the end, I took the fabric off and put it back on the regular rods. I really need to find someone who can do wood turning and make me some more rods, horizontal rods. We shall see how that goes. But that's my dream. Find a man to do that for me. And I didn't show you the picture. For those who haven't been here or are new subscribers here, because I have a couple of new subscribers, so thank you. And you're very welcome. But this, hang on a minute, what happened there? Okay, and this is the Better to See You With. I have to say, and it's not going to get any easier, but that green is a bear. It is, I'll have to stitch each page a lot more methodically instead of kind of going cross country within the page. Yeah, it's not working with the green because there's too much confetti and I'm all over the place and then I get lost. I don't like the lost feeling at all. So what do I have for you next? Well, I have my WhipGo numbers, my WhipGo charts. Let me remind myself of what the WhipGo numbers are for May. Okay. The WhipGo numbers for May was 5 and 19. Now, I have 2 WhipGo boards on the one board. So one of the WhipGo boards is full coverage and the other one is just general. So my WhipGo projects, one of them was reaching Skywards and that's done. I'm working 2 days on each project. The next one I'm working on is In the Arms of Grace. And I was working on this last month. Not too sure if I showed you or not, but I'll show you anyway. This is where I am at. I'm stitching it 1/1. I think this is 25 count, but I have a feeling it could be 28 count Lugana. I'm sorry for the hanging threads, but that's where I'm at. I just love this one. I started in the top left, so I'm right up here. I can't wait to get to any of that. So that requires stitching on it. So this is a WhipGo call. In the Arms of Grace. It is a Stitches So Beautiful, charted by Stitches by So Beautiful, and the artwork is Wendy Andrews. But yeah, and I have a companion piece to this, and I've forgotten the name of it. I haven't started him. It's a man, very similar. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it on my iPad. It's got to be here somewhere. Oh, goodness. He'll be quite a way down. Oh, yeah. It's called The Storyteller. Oh, my Wendy Andrews again. Look at that. Look at the fox. And the hair. Oh, and the robins. Oh, oh, sorry. Oh, I have to stop this one. It has robins in it. Look at the robins in his hat. Oh, my. Oh. I have to start this one. Look what you made me do. Okay, my other WhipGo call is, oh gosh, is the Nutcracker by Artisy. Isn't he beautiful? I love nutcrackers. And the original art is by Lynn Bywaters. And this is a mini. Let me just move that over. And this is where I'm at with this one. This is being stitched on a 20 count, I believe 1/1. Let me look at the back. Could be 2/1. Oh, I think it is 2/1. Yeah. 2/1 full cross. I do everything full cross. I'm really not a fan of this fabric. It feels kind of plasticky to me. It's a Lugana. Anyway, it was something I had in stash, and so I'm using it. So that's another WhipGo. And the last WhipGo one I have is Mirabilia. This is Stargazer, using all the cord for threads. This one's coming along. I'd really like to get all the cross stitch done this year. That's quite ambitious of me, but I am starting in the skirt. I did stitch on this in April. And I was stitching all over here. So I think once I fill all this in, then I can do the top part of her. But look at it, it's gorgeous. So that's where I'm at with Stargazer. So we shall see how far I get with this. yeah, I will probably stitch on Nutcracker next week, because I like to alternate. One week I'll do a full coverage, and then the next week I'll do one of the regular charts. I mean, how can you call a Mirabilia regular? But anyway, you get what I mean. And so I've been pretty naughty this year. I got my last, well, no, I'm lying. I'm telling lies. I picked up one of my charts from market, from someone here near me, and she's holding the other ones for me. But I've got a hands-on design, the Ladybug Picnic. Isn't that gorgeous? And I got this fabric thinking this might work. This was all at the same time. It's a Lugana. It's called Strawberry Cheesecake. Look at that. And it's a 32 count Lugana. I do like 32 count. I should try a full coverage in 32 count. But that's my plan for this one. Although the pink in here is much deeper. But I do like it. So we'll see. We'll see if the colours, if the floss colours will work on that. Otherwise I'll have to buy more fabric. When I went to see Anne, I picked up the rest of my fabulous houses that she got for me. So this is number 9, the floating house. Oh, I love this one. This is the fairy house. The haunted house. And the log cabin. Oh, moose. And then I picked up some more fabric, because you need fabric in your stash, right? It's a Lugana. This is Beach Floss by Laura's Fabrics, and I like the mottling on this. Here it is. Have no clue what I'm going to stitch on it. But anyway, I liked it. I'm not into a lot of fabrics with mottling. I do like Be Stitch Me fabrics. I would like to go back to their club. But the problem is, we get hit with tariffs quite hard here. But I do have a friend in Florida. And she will, I can send stuff to her, but I don't see her very often. She's going to be coming to Canada in June, next month. And then I'll see her again in September. But yeah. Okay, I got some neutrals. Oh, I love this. This is 32 count Sandcastle Look by Fox and Rabbit. It's getting washed out, really. But it's beautiful. I got a fat half just in case, you know. You never know how much you're going to need. Getting your hands on anything like Fox and Rabbit is really difficult here. I find I'm too far away from, like, there's a store in London, Ontario, which is about 5 hours away from me. Depending on traffic, it could be a lot longer. And I think they have a big selection. I'm not sure. I was kind of thinking of going there last week because I was an hour away, but I didn't really have time for that, and I've kind of spent more than my budget. This is also a fox and rabbit. It's Inca. It's the 32 count linen. Love it. Love the mottling on it. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. We're rocking and rolling today. And I was given some Stitchy kindness last week by a friend, Maria. I do not know. I can't show you a picture of this. It's by Ava Rosenstand. But I don't know if it's Dutch. I can show you on the back. It's floral. It's very old. If anybody can tell me what this language is, I would love to know. I kind of think it's Dutch, but I'm not sure. So I got that, and I got this. It's a Lynart chart of a woman. Sarah Moon, I think, is the artist, but I'm not sure on that. And yeah, and it's got all the threads in there, which was very nice. Thank you, Maria. That was really kind of you. And that's all I have today. I want to leave you with a little, like an affirmation or something to contemplate. I have these cards. They're the Power of Intention cards by Wayne Dyer. And it says, see the beauty in everything. And what he wrote is, as you awaken to your divine nature, you'll begin to appreciate beauty in everything you see, touch, and experience. There's a lot of ugliness in the world, so try each day to see the beauty in everything. There's always something to find the beauty in, as in our stitching and the projects that we work on every day. So yeah, so I'd like to leave you with that. I wish you all happy stitching, and I'll see you in 2 weeks on Thursday. So let me see what day that is, and I need to write it in my book. I don't like this notebook that I have, because the previous month rolls onto the new month, so it's kind of hard. Is this April or May? Okay, so today, so that's 1, 2 weeks. I'll see you on the 22nd of May. So have a wonderful stitchy day. Enjoy your weekend, because today is Friday. And hopefully I'll see you soon. And if you've enjoyed what I've shown you today, please like and subscribe so we can get more viewers here, because the algorithms are not really picking me up. So, but I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for everyone who stops by and spends time with me. It's so nice, and I love all the comments I get. So anyway, Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.